I woke up in someone else's body. Not in my bed, not in my house, and definitely not in my life. The ceiling above me was painted gold. The air smelled expensive. And when I lifted my hands, they weren't mine. That's when I realized something was very wrong. Because the boy staring back at me in the mirror was Kola Williams. And I was not. My name is Tunde Adebayo, 17 years old. Born and raised in Makoko, the floating heart of Lagos, where houses stand on stilts above the water and dreams have to fight to stay afloat. Every morning, I wake up to the sound of paddles hitting the lagoon, wooden boats gliding past our house. My mother already awake, already working. She sells fried plantains by the roadside. The oil pops and sizzles under the hot sun. Her hands are scarred from years of burns, but she never complains. Every night she tells me the same thing. Education is the one thing poverty cannot steal. And I believe her because it's the only thing I have. Across the city, past the traffic, past the skyscrapers, past the places people like me are never invited, lives Kola Williams. Same age, different university. His father owns one of the biggest tech companies in Nigeria. They live in a mansion with gates taller than my house. Kola wears designer watches. I repair my shoes with glue. From the outside, his life looks perfect. But perfection can be its own prison. There's an ancient baobab tree near the lagoon, older than the city. People say it listens. People say it answers desperate prayers. That night, the storm was unlike anything I had seen. Thunder cracked like the sky was splitting apart. Rain poured like judgment. I stood under that tree, soaked and angry. I just want one chance, I shouted. One chance to change my life. At that exact moment, on the other side of the lagoon, Kola stood beneath the same tree. I want out, he whispered. Just one day without this prison. Lightning struck the tree. The ground shook. The world went white. When I opened my eyes, I was lying on silk sheets. The room was massive. Marble floor, crystal chandelier, tall glass windows overlooking the Lagos skyline. I stumbled to the mirror, and my heart nearly stopped. The face staring back at me was Kola's. Meanwhile, somewhere in Makoko, Kola was waking up in my bed, in my house, in my life. At first, it felt impossible. Then it felt powerful. Then it felt dangerous. Being Kola was easy at first. People respected me. Teachers smiled differently. Doors opened before I touched them. But wealth comes with shadows. One night, curiosity led me into his father's private office. The fingerprint scanner unlocked instantly. Inside were confidential files, government contracts, urban development projects. And then I saw it. Waterfront Redevelopment Initiative. Location, Makoko. Demolition scheduled in 7 days. Estimated displacement, 30,000 residents. My home, my mother's stall, gone. And the company behind it? Williams Tech Industries, Kola's father. I ran to the baobab tree. and he was already there. Kola in my body. He looked different, less arrogant, more aware. "You've seen it," he said quietly. "You knew?" I asked. He nodded. "I didn't think you would actually do it." For the first time in our lives, we weren't rivals. We weren't jealous. We were two boys trapped in something bigger than us. We had 7 days. 7 days to stop a billionaire. 7 days to save a community. I used Kola's access to gather evidence, secret bribes, illegal land deals, forged approvals, everything we needed to expose the truth. Meanwhile, Kola living in my body stayed in Makoko. He didn't run back to comfort. He helped my mother at the stall. He carried baskets. He listened to neighbors talk about losing their homes. For the first time, he understood what his father's decisions meant. Not numbers, not business, people. He wasn't the same boy anymore. Neither was I. On the 6th night, Mr. Williams called me into his office. "You've changed," he said calmly. He slid a tablet across the desk. Security footage, the server room, me, downloading files. My chest tightened. "Whoever you are," he said softly, "you're playing a dangerous game." Did he know, or was he guessing? "Makoko falls tomorrow," he added. 24 hours left. We met at the baobab tree one last time. The air felt heavy again. Lightning flickered in the distance. "If we switch back," I said, "I can leak everything. He won't suspect me." Kola looked at the storm. Then the tree roots began to glow, and the voice echoed through the thunder. "One life must remain. One must be forgotten." The magic wasn't temporary. It demanded balance. If we reversed the switch, one of us would disappear. Completely. No memory, no records, no history. Kola looked at me and smiled. "You have something worth fighting for," he said. Before I could stop him, lightning struck. I woke up in Makoko, in my body, my mother crying beside me. By morning, the news spread across Lagos. Williams Tech CEO resigns amid corruption scandal. Demolition cancelled. Makoko saved. I searched for Kola. Online, at school, public records, nothing. No Kola Williams ever existed. Just an empty mansion owned by no one. As if he had never been born. But sometimes, when thunder rolls over Lagos, the baobab tree glows faintly. And I wonder, did I survive that storm? Or did he choose to be forgotten so I could remember? If you woke up in someone else's body, would you fix their life? Or sacrifice yours to save others?